Hey guys, I'm Will Bender, and today we're going to be going over the Magic House. Now this is a video that the people at Clash of Kings requested themselves, so let's just get right on into it. I'm sure most of you guys know about this if you've gone over to your college. There are a couple of options here for the Magic House and the Magic Book. If I go over here, you can see that I can trade in certain types of crystals, one for the normal analysis, one for the advanced analysis, and they each give certain types of prizes. Namely, they give you these little puzzle piece looking things that can help you unlock the different items within your book. And then they also give you these down here, these shards, which help to increase the properties of those things. Now that's one thing there. If I go over here into the Magic Book, you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see over here I'm working on one of the ones, Defensive Ice. I've only got 5 out of the 10 puzzle pieces to unlock it. If I do unlock it, I can wear it and I can get this passive skill. Or I can just go ahead and upgrade it with all those crystals that you saw, and I can get these things I'm scrolling through with a maximum that shows within the parentheses. Now, you see these figures I'm scrolling through as well. They automatically are applied to your battle stats. You don't have to have it equipped. It's just this passive skill at the top that you would have to wear it in order to actually have it activated. So let's actually go over some of what these things do. First of all, you should know that each of these that I'm circling here, there are 5 elements. And they each have 2 different versions of themselves. You see the ones up here, and then you see the other ones down here. You see all these defensives, and then the freezing water. So there's 2 different types of things for each one. The bottom ones here are all going to be pertaining to, at least for the passive skills, pertaining to infantry things. So infantry attack, infantry defense, dodging abilities. So we're going to kind of save that for another video. The ones I want to go over are the ones that came out originally. So the Defensive Ice here, the Bloodlust of Fire, Call of Light, Dark Shadow, and Blessing of Wind. So we're going to go over each one of these, and I'm going to kind of give you an idea of which one is good for each. Now we're going to first start off with the Defensive Ice. And I'm going to show you the max amounts just so you can know what the potentials are. Now this is a pretty cool ability here. So if someone who attacks you with if their power equals 6 times more or higher than you get a peace shield that activates if they attack you, which is pretty cool. I mean, it lasts for 30 minutes, which is really good in case you can't log in. So that's kind of a really good defensive for brand new players. Now, again, this is the level 5 version. I mean, you can go up to level 1 and it has to be 20 times. So, you know, it gets better as you get into the higher tiers. So that's one defensive one. Now let's look at the Bloodlust of Fire. Bloodlust of Fire here increases all soldier crit rate by 1.6% and damage by 90%. And it takes place in both rallies and non-rallies. This is a really good one that I've seen a lot of people toy with. And I really think this is a good one because it's hard to get crit chance or crit damage. There's only a couple of places you can really get it in any part of the game. So if you're really looking to max it out, this is a good option. Let's go on over to the Light, Call of Light. Increases all soldier defense by 8.4%, takes place in both rally and non-rally. I'm glad it does specify that. So if you're lacking in the defense department, this is a good one to have. Now let's look at this one. This is probably the most unique out of all of them. This one is called Dark Shadow, and it summons troops from the Dark Army to join your battle. The amount of the summoned troops is 6.8% of your max march troop amount. So depending upon how big your march is, by the way, this happens in rally and non-rally. Depending upon how big your march is, you might get some random extra enemies hitting you. And that's actually pretty cool. Let's go on over here, over to the Blessing of Wind. The Blessing of Wind in non-rally marches will arrive in 10 seconds, so that's one buff. It's pretty cool. But it won't take place in rallies, which makes sense because you're kind of just hitting a target. And then increases the damage dealt of all soldiers by 7.2%, and this does take place in rally and non-rallies. And again, damage dealt is one of the hardest stats to get in the game, so this is a really good one to consider as well. Let me just go over the ones that I think are good. So it's between this one, Blessing of Wind, and the Bloodlust of Fire. I think one of these 2 should be your main one, because it takes place in both rally and non-rally apart. So I guess I'll actually change that up a little bit. I think that if you're a solo marcher, one of these 2 is going to suffice greatly. Even if you're a rally setter, it's also a really good one. But let's say you're only playing the game to join rallies. Which one is the best one? I believe it'd be the Dark Shadow. And I'm actually going to try and find you a a battle report that kind of goes over this. So let's see this. So here's an example of what the Dark Shadow Magic book effect looks like. It's this little thing here that I'm circling, and you can see that this person who joined the rally had an extra 11,698 kills from that Dark Army, which don't count as a loss for you because you're literally summoning an army from another realm. Go figure. But this is a really good thing to wear if you are only joining rallies. It's just extra kills for you. And the reason why you wouldn't want to wear the other two, the Wind or the Bloodlust, is because you're already taking the stats of the rally setter. So it's a moot point to be wearing that. You could argue and say if you're not that strong, you should wear the Ice one. That's not bad either. Or the defense one in case someone hits you. But if you're really trying to go really hard on the enemy, you want to wear this if you're just purely joining a rally. Now let me show you exactly what I meant before by wearing certain things. If you look over here at the wear option, you see that there are two places that I can go ahead and wear something. You see I'm wearing the level 4 Wind, which is the increasing damage dealt. And then I'm secondarying with the blue Bloodlust, because right now I'm trying to work towards getting the purple. Now down here you can see I can upgrade the slot to purple if I get a certain amount of keys, which is kind of hard to get unless you're doing the flip event. But if you are doing that, you can wear bigger rarities of these and have both of these active. These might come into play at some point, these other two slots, but they're not here right now. So that's how you get the wearable abilities. And of course, if you're upgrading your pieces, if you're trying to get more of the magic crystals, you get 5 of these per day, and you get 1 of these per day. Now, they've recently added in the ability to listen to advertisements, and then you get more analyses. If that's even a word, it isn't. It doesn't matter. So you can actually go ahead and get more of these if you were to watch some advertisement, or you can use the globes that you get normally. And this is, oh, I have 2, I'm sorry. So I could do that, and this is kind of what it looks like. You get 5 chances at this, and then this one, which gives a bigger reward. You can tell because I got 10 on that one. Then I would go on over here into my magic book, find something that is not maxed at 30, because 30 is the max level for these. So currently I'm working on this one, hit the upgrade button, use these stones. I could either drag this or I can hit the 1 key, and you see that progress bar goes up. And I'm just emptying all of these into here until they hit 30, and then I go on to the next one that may or may not require them as well. So this is kind of a brief tutorial on how the Magic House works. Again, there's a second level to all of these, which are all increased. I will show you briefly. They all increase infantry stats. So this one here has a chance to freeze the enemies. I'm actually not sure how that works. This one has a chance to burn the enemy, so we got more damage going out. The light one has reviving dead soldiers. I'm not sure if that's just infantry or if it's all soldiers. I would think it's just the infantry. Our infantry is attacked with the enemy, has a 6.5% chance to fight back one more time. So right before they die, they may be able to get like one last kill in. And then this one gives the dodge ability, which is pretty good for avoiding kills on you. So again, that's kind of a brief tutorial about how the Magic House works. It's one of the easier things to understand. There are other places you can get some of the puzzle pieces, like if you're doing the Lord event right now, like I kind of am a little bit. You can see that you can get certain of the fragments here, like this one is the Defense Ice Shard 5, which I actually got recently, or the Bloodlust 5, which is really cool. If I got a gold of that, I would have absolutely put that on. But, yep, there's only a few places you can get them, so just make sure you're maxing this out every day to make sure you're getting all of the crystals that you need and any puzzle pieces that you still need to activate them. So, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I hope this was slightly informative for you. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see as far as videos. I've got a long list. I'm actually going to be working with another YouTuber on one video coming up in the test realm. Anyway, so thanks a lot for watching, everybody. And until next time, I will see you on the battlefield.